If you like our video, click the button to subscribe to our channel and get easy access to new content. To see our full suite of ad-free video courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides, visit us at www.teachucomp.com. The Smart Sharpen filter in Photoshop gives you precise control over the overall sharpness of an image. To apply the Smart Sharpen filter in Photoshop to a selected raster layer or smart object layer, select Filter, Sharpen, Smart Sharpen from the menu bar to open the Smart Sharpen dialog box. To see a preview of the changes you make, ensure the Preview checkbox at the top of this dialog box is checked. You can zoom out from and zoom in towards the preview image at the left side of the dialog box by clicking the Zoom Out and Zoom In buttons below it. You can click and drag the preview image at the left side of the dialog box to pan to inspect different areas in the layer as needed. To apply the default amount of sharpening, select the default choice from the preset dropdown. Alternatively, to specify custom sharpening, change the following settings instead. To set the amount of sharpening to apply, which increases or decreases the contrast between edge pixels, click and drag the amount slider or type a percentage into its adjacent field. To set the width of the sharpening effect in pixels, which determines the number of pixels surrounding the edge pixels that are also affected by the sharpening, click and drag the radius slider or type a pixel value into its adjacent field. To reduce noise, click and drag the Reduce Noise slider or type a percentage into its adjacent field. To remove blur from the selected layer, select a type of blur to remove from the Remove dropdown. Your choices are Gaussian blur, lens blur, or motion blur. If you select the motion blur choice, you can also enter an angle into the adjacent field, or click and drag to rotate the angle dial to the right to select the motion blur direction angle to remove. To set sharpening for shadows and highlights, click the Shadows Highlights arrow if it is collapsed to expand that section. In both the Shadows and Highlight sections that appear, you can set the same three settings. To set the amount of sharpening correction to apply, click and drag the Fade Amount slider or enter a percentage into its adjacent field. To set the tonal width to adjust, click and drag the Tonal Width slider or enter a percentage into its adjacent field. Lower values restrict the sharpening to darker tones for shadows and lighter tones for highlights. Finally, to set the size for the sharpening corrections, which determines the size of the area around each pixel used to calculate whether a pixel is in the shadows or highlights, click and drag the Radius slider or type a pixel value into its adjacent field. To save the current custom sharpening settings as a new sharpening preset to apply to other files later, click the Preset dropdown at the top of the dialog box and then choose the Save Preset command. In the Save As dialog box that then appears, type a name for the sharpening preset, and then click the Save button. To apply the saved preset later, simply select its name from the Preset dropdown. If needed to load a saved sharpening preset into another instance of Photoshop, click the Preset dropdown and choose the Load Preset command to open the Load dialog box. Then use the dialog box to select the sharpening preset to load and click the Load button to finish loading it. To delete a saved sharpening preset, click the Preset dropdown and then choose the Delete Preset command to open a Delete Preset dialog box. Then choose the name of the sharpening preset to delete from the dialog box and click the Delete button. Then click the Yes button in the confirmation dialog box that appears. After applying your desired sharpening settings, click the OK button in the Smart Sharpen dialog box to apply them to the current layer. Remember to click the subscribe button to see more of our videos. See our full suite of courses, instruction manuals, and quick reference guides at www.teachucomp.com.